One thing about the government is they'll always stick it right up there on ya. Yes, the Los Diablos, they got kicked out, evicted, told to go down the road. But more importantly, we're going to be talking about these flock cameras in a little bit here. But to cover this, you got to use the example of the Los Diablos. See, when the government doesn't like your ass, they will find a way to shut you down and send you packing. That's what they did to this MC, is they sent him packing because they were, I guess, tired, allegedly, of having all this violence around their clubhouse. Now, it doesn't say, hey, this is the reason. No, they just didn't like them and said, get out. So they used zoning against them. That is one of the most potent things that a local government can do if they don't like you. We're just going to send in the zoning inspector or the health inspector to get you the hell out of there. Now, as soon as the order came down, the club left, which, hey, you don't want us around? We're out of here. You know, they don't tell you, though, as far as the neighborhoods are concerned, usually now it is a safer spot to be is living next to a clubhouse. I know that's the case in Chicago and around the country. It's usually more safer because the MCs, they always take care of the neighborhood, or at least in a 3-block radius. It's always been that way. You know, and you got to say, hey, man, most of the clubs, they put these clubhouses in the most rundown spots of the city. You know, rent's cheap, but nobody else wants to buy the place. Now, this is a big city type of deal. Now, I guess in Nebraska, where wasn't the Children of the Corn film there or something like that? There's nothing but corn. Okay, I don't think it works there. I think you got all these Bible thumpers out there that get all upset when you don't fit in, if you will. So they get rid of you. There was a story we just did the other day where there was a shooting near the clubhouse, and boy, they didn't know if it had anything to do with the club, but because it was down the street, they assumed. Assumptions are all freaking, you know, we're not going to go there, okay? We'll kind of try to keep this, you know, PG type of deal. Boy, do I want to go off, though. Go over to Biker Nation Unfiltered, and you'll see me go there. That's the other YouTube channel I just started up last week, so get on over there and check it out. A lot of good stuff. You like that plug? Anyway, yeah, they will use whatever disposal at their means to get your ass. Now, how do you feel, and I'm talking to you civvies out there, because I know a lot of our people that watch us don't ride, never been in a club, but hey, that gives you credentials to be a biker expert and a protocol expert here on YouTube. You don't need to ride. You never needed experience, just saying. Flock cameras. You civvies are about to find out what the hell bikers and clubs go through, being monitored all the damn time, no matter what, just by the way you look. But this gets even worse. There has been cops all over the country being busted for accessing these databases with flocks. Now, flocks is something that is AI driven. It's actually scary, and they slipped it right underneath everybody. It can read your license plates. It can digitally read your vehicles, and it stores it in a cloud, and you can look this up from their own people, from their own website. that can be used by other territories. Now, MCs, you got to stop being stupid. I'm going to get on that for a second. These are everywhere. You cannot do anything. You can't fart in the wind without these damn things not seeing you. Now throw on top the cell phones and all those cameras. You can't do nothing. So stop being freaking stupid and starting all these fights at gas stations and, playing Jax Teller. Which, by the way, Sons of Anarchy Legends, I talk about that on the other channel. Go get my take on that one. Anyway, you just can't do it any damn more. These things are everywhere. And our founders were scared of one thing. Hell, they even put it in the Constitution that you didn't have to put up British soldiers at the time. Now we're inviting... That just tells you how everything in society has evolved. We're bringing this into our daily lives now. Oh, you got a ticket in the mail. What the hell was that for? Next thing you know, your picture's up there with the flock camera. These things are seriously messed up. And I'm surprised that there really isn't a bigger uproar over them. Because the right to privacy has to be the right to privacy here. But they're always finding ways to skirt that. And nobody puts up a real bitch about it to get it to stop. So now you have all these cops all over the country getting busted. I think there was one in Florida that got charged. There was one in Illinois that got charged with these cameras, accessing it. It's some dangerous stuff, man. Just to know that Big Brother is watching your ass. Now, over in Europe, you guys are used to this, man. Not here in the United States. We believe in freedom. That's why we kicked King George out of our freaking country, right on his ass, man. We kicked him right out of there. We're a freedom-loving people. Of course, yeah, things are changing with that. But anyway, the cops and the government are selling it as safety and security. This is going to be helping bring down crime. You never sacrifice your freedom for security, man. Never. The old fellers used to talk about that. Because next thing you know, they're going to be monitoring you inside your house. So you civvies are about to find out what it's like to be a biker, a club member that's harassed all the time. You get to feel what it's about. Because you keep on electing these boneheads that put this out there and allow it. This is everywhere, man. I was talking to China Dow the other day. We got one. I was like, what the hell is that? It's one of them flock cameras. Boy, you better not be speeding because you're going to get your ass a ticket. Ooh, here's $500. Why? Here's your picture. Be careful out there, man, because the government is starting to reach a lot more further than it used to. And they will get your ass. Just like they got the Los Diablos with the freaking zoning stuff. The leadership in some of these clubs really got to start waking up. They really do. You got to be a leader, man. You got to change with the times. You got to tell your members, hey, don't be a bunch of freaking morons because you're going to get busted. Next thing you know, you got your freaking so-called brothers freaking, ratting you out and all that stuff, but that's a whole different deal. So what do you guys think about all these flock cameras, man? This is some serious stuff. Serious stuff here. This is actually the scariest it's been in a long time when it comes to this government crap. Anyway, let me know in the comments section. Don't forget Insane Throttle music right here on YouTube. Biker Nation Unfiltered. Oh boy, do you get it unfiltered over there, over on YouTube. Don't forget, like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Rock on.